to KGFTV. I'm of course Jeremy with Dad. Dad, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Back at work today after the Christmas period.
Tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah, well I'm back at work because this is my job.
Yeah.
To the grind.
To the grind.
And today we're actually not doing Premier League predictions or roundup. We're doing something different.
Yes.
We sat down, didn't we, and we thought we want to do something more than just Premier League predictions and roundup. Like we did previously with like the Would You Rather and all that. Today, you enjoying stuff there?
I am, I'm listening to you.
Today we are doing the best player from each club.
So far.
So far, because
who we think.
Obviously with the pandemic we're not exactly halfway, but usually around this time is the halfway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're kind of making it as a halfway, so at the end of the season we'll do the best player from each club at the end of the season and see how much it's changed.
Yes.
So we're going to have a look. I don't think many will change.
Have you done your teams in order?
I have, so
Okay.
hopefully we've done it exactly the same.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if 3/4 of the players are the same, because for me, looking through it, we did a bit of research before this. Some of them were no-brainers, really, weren't they?
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to this. If you guys are, make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below who you think your best player from each club is.
Or even from your own team.
Yeah.
Just from
Yeah,
your
if
own
you're,
team.
you might be a Birmingham fan, Bury AFC fans, make sure you leave who your best player is. This is just Premier League based. We are kind of a Premier League channel with Cheltenham and stuff. We didn't do Cheltenham's best player, did we, all that? But
we can do it if you want.
I mean, if you want to write it down.
Yeah.
I have no idea, so I'd probably just go for the only couple players I know. But yeah, make sure you, like I said, hit that like button, comment down below, blah blah blah, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. We aren't far off 100 subscribers, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it right now. We're giving you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. If you haven't hit it, click off the video. Am I right, Dad?
Yes.
Anyway,
press that button.
Let's get straight into the video. So the first team, I believe, is Arsenal. So Dad, there's a few players you could pick. Not many.
Not this season.
Not many. Big win though. We haven't talked about it. We'll talk about it in another video. 3-1
Yes.
against Chelsea.
Yeah, great win that was.
We
A lot
played
of young
tonight,
kids,
so-
6 changes, but
And I've actually picked one of the young kids that starred in that game.
so have I, who got man of the match, I think, didn't he?
Scored a goal. Bukayo Saka.
Exactly the
Did
same.
you choose?
I picked him.
It was between him for me or Gabriel.
Can't
Gabriel-
really say Gabriel. He's only played a game and a half, hasn't he?
No, not Martinelli, the centre back.
Oh, sorry. Thought you meant Gabriel Martinelli.
No, Gabriel, the centre back.
Okay, yeah.
We have too many Gabriels.
He got COVID, but okay.
He's got COVID, yeah, so he won't be playing for a few games.
No.
But yeah, but he got that red card obviously, and I think Saka, every game he's played, he's been good. So I've gone for Saka. Aston Villa, is it a no-brainer?
Yeah, Jack Grealish by a long shot.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't put Jack Grealish.
Who have you put?
I'm kidding. Villa's
You put McGinn, I expect.
no. Villa's
No.
best player.
Or the goalie. All the clean sheets, so it could be either one, but
For me, it's between 3. It's between Grealish, the goalie, and Mings. But
Yeah.
Mings got sent off,
Yeah.
and they played up against... Who did they play? Chelsea, recently, and without Mings, they still kept them to 1 goal.
I don't rate him anyway. But
I think they don't need him, but if Grealish was out that team, they'd be relegation
they'd be
battle.
dead, yeah.
So, I've gone for Grealish. Who did you go for?
I went for it. It was going to be him or
Forgot.
Martinez. Yeah, should have picked Martinez really, but
Excuse me.
Grealish is a playmaker, isn't he? And he's the best player they got, so it's got to be Jack Grealish.
Right, up next, Brighton. And for the first one, we've gone for someone different.
Yes, I've gone for, I think his name's Ashley Dunk.
I think it's Lewis Dunk, Dad.
Is it Lewis?
It's Lewis Dunk.
I don't know. Dunk.
It might be Ashley Dunk. No, it's Lewis Dunk.
Is it?
It's Lewis Dunk. Yeah, you like Lewis Dunk.
I've gone for Dunk.
At the start of the season, you put him in your fantasy
I
football,
did. He's
didn't
still
you?
in there, but I've lost the app, so I can't see.
He's got a
what's
couple. I think he's got a red card or two. He's got a few goals for the team as well. He scored a big goal recently. Yeah, no, I kind of rate that decision. He's a really good player. I've gone for someone that Arsenal want to sign to replace Hector Bellerin. Lamptey,
Really?
the right back for Brighton. Very bright, really big talent, and Arsenal are linked with him to replace Bellerin. So
Get him in, get him in then.
I hope we can get him in.
Get him in.
But yeah, so that's the change, and I can see we've gone for the exact same player. Another no-brainer for Burnley, who have been crap,
Yeah.
but he shouldn't be at Burnley. He should be at a top 6
Yeah.
club, in my opinion. Nick Pope.
Nick Pope, I've got him.
Yeah,
I've
what
got
a
him.
player.
He is good.
Great
good.
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He should 100% be in a top 6 club. Who would he be? Chelsea should have gone for him really, but he wouldn't have been dinked by Saka, would he? Edouard Mendy was. No, I've gone for Nick Pope. You've gone for Nick Pope. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Chelsea. This is quite a hard one for me.
I went for the old gooner.
Because I just don't think they've been that good.
Not recently, they haven't.
No, and at the start of the season you say Werner, but he's dropped off massively.
He's playing a better position.
Yeah, he is, yeah. And recently, there has been one man that has averaged like a goal every 60 minutes. It's Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, I've gone for him.
You've got to go for the ex-Gooner.
Yeah, and he's scoring. He's
quality.
scoring.
Yeah, he's scoring goals. Scored against Villa yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've gone for Giroud.
And I have.
Crystal Palace.
It's only one player really. Does all the running, does all the diving.
Scored yesterday.
Wilfried Zaha.
Yeah, I've gone for Wilfried Zaha.
He's a gooner as well.
He is. It was between him and Eze, their new signing, but Zaha is just something else.
Yeah, he is a better player.
Should join Arsenal.
Yeah, he should do.
Wow, that's simple. Up next, Everton. For me, this is another no-brainer.
I went for Calvert-Lewin.
Have to.
Is that who you've gone for?
Yeah, Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
Top goal scorer for them. Massive player. What a player. He's in a bit of a purple patch. Hasn't scored in his last few games, but really good player. I mean, you would if James Rodriguez didn't get injured, it would be him.
Yeah.
But he got injured and he hasn't played for the last few months. But yeah, simple as that. DCL, Big Dom, and Fulham. Fulham was a tough one for me.
I've gone for
I think we've gone for the same.
Ademola Lookman.
Yeah, Lookman. He's the only one for me that looks like he can drive, score goals, get assists.
Why is a square end my head and not yours then?
Because it's picking up your face.
What about yours? You got your hat on.
I've got my hat on, so it won't.
Okay. Yeah.
So old. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, Lookman, top player.
Yeah.
I was almost not going to put him for that penalty miss. The little dinky
yeah,
did.
everybody misses something.
But yeah, so I've gone
dreadful.
for Lookman.
Dreadful.
For Leeds.
Leeds United.
Couple of players, Calvin Phillips, but I've gone for their number 9, Patrick Bamford.
I went for him. They all said he wouldn't score in the Premier League.
Even I did.
I
would admit
he wasn't good enough.
I didn't think he was.
He's scoring for him.
They signed a new striker to replace him because I don't think Leeds thought he was good enough.
Yeah.
But he's banging in the goals. Good striker. And he's doing what he needs to do to keep him up.
Yeah, I've gone for Patrick.
Leicester City.
Only one player for me.
Only one.
You like
James Maddison.
Yeah.
He's been injured for quite a lot of the season.
Where was Vardy last night? Where was he yesterday?
He came on. I don't even think he came on, but
didn't he? Anyway, I've gone for Jamie Vardy for Leicester.
So have I. It was between Vardy or probably Maddison, but Maddison's got injured. He's been really good their last few weeks, but yeah, the injury at the start of the season didn't help. So yeah, you've got to go for their top goal scorer. One of the top. He'll be up there in the Premier League top goal scorers. Jamie should still play for England, shouldn't he?
I think he should in place of Kane, but then that's my opinion. Not
right, Liverpool. Now this is an interesting one because they are. You could name about 10 players and everyone.
I've gone for their young defender, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think he's top draw for his age. He's crossing.
20 years old.
Brilliant.
I've actually I like that you haven't gone for the usual Salah, Mane. I've actually gone for someone that came in this season
from Wolves.
Yeah, and banged in goals. He's injured at the moment, but he was absolutely firing, wasn't he?
He did, yeah.
And I've gone for Diego Jota. Obviously, when he signed for Liverpool from Wolves, I was like, hey, 40 million for someone that sits on Wolves' bench.
I know.
What a player he's been, though. It's so sad that he's got injured because. And his signing has made Firmino actually play well because he knows that his position's in jeopardy. So even off the pitch, he's helping Liverpool out. So yeah, big player. And I just didn't want to go for Salah. So yeah, Man City. Who have you gone for?
Diaz.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz. I was going to go for Mahrez, but he seems to be playing a bit lately.
He's on and off. Yeah.
So what's his name? De Bruyne, but he don't seem to be it this season.
This season's been a bit meh for him. It's been a bit mediocre. No, I've gone exactly the same. I've gone for Ruben Diaz. Man City, it's funny because last season they were banging in the goals but couldn't defend. This season, they can defend but can't score goals. And And for that, it's Ruben Diaz. And
Yeah.
do you know who else someone that I could have? John Stones.
Yeah, he's doing
come in
well.
and he's
He
actually
has,
smashing it. He's
yes.
keeping up Laporte, who people said is better than Van Dijk, so clearly not. Diaz has come in and he's shored up that defence, so fair play to him. I think only once he's looked shaky, and that was on his debut against Leicester.
Yeah.
When they lost 5-2.
Right, so next was Varchester.
Manchester United, between two, Rashford or Bruno.
I picked Fernandes.
Has to be Bruno Fernandes, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
if it wasn't for all his penalties, they'd be.
Yeah, but I mean, no, it's not even just the penalties. He's one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League. He scored 6 goals this season in outfield play. So last season for me he was a penalty merchant. This season he's showing up, and I can't see him being at United for long. Sorry, United.
He'll be moved on.
He's a top player.
Yeah,
we need someone like him.
Yeah.
I'm already saying it now. Emile Smith-Rowe's better.
Oh, he is by far.
Up next then, interesting one. Newcastle started off really well, didn't they?
They've gone right.
They started off brilliantly well. We got them in the FA Cup and the Premier League soon.
In a week.
Yeah.
So all in about 4 days, I think. Who do you go for? I went for St Maximum.
Oh really?
Yeah, I quite liked him. Do
you know what? If we're doing so, basically, we were talking earlier about underrated and overrated players. I would put St Maximum as underrated. He does a lot for them. I've gone for Callum Wilson.
You could put him as underrated and the best player.
Yeah, because he is underrated in the Premier League. He's a top player. But I've gone for Callum Wilson. Scored all their goals. But to be perfectly honest with you, I actually forgot about St Maximum. So it is between those two. But I think I would stick to Wilson for their goals. But St Maximum is that player that drives.
Yeah. Do you like my new tattoos?
Not really.
No, your mum don't like them either.
I'm getting one soon. Sheffield United. This took me ages because they're just rubbish. They're crap. But I think we've gone for the same player. Has to be only one. It's been Norwood. Great midfielder. He's the only one that looks... And I think Arsenal are interested in him if Sheffield United get relegated. So, Norwood's a good player. And,
we gone for him. Ooh,
Saints. Southampton. Ooh. This is interesting because you could have gone for Ings.
He's injured again. He keeps getting injured. I've gone for Ward-Prowse.
Absolutely agree with you. James Ward-Prowse
he's a superb player.
Is again someone that I put in underrated. He's a top player, and I think he could do it in a big club.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind him. We get a free kick, we'll score from it. Can't see how. Then again, Xhaka. Spurs. I know who you would have gone for.
Spuds. I wouldn't mind this bloke at Arsenal.
I wouldn't mind the one that I've got on mine as well.
Heung-min Son.
Top player.
By a long shot. The best player they got last season and this season.
Last season I agree with, this season I don't.
Nah, he is. He's
Harry Kane for me.
No.
Harry Kane, he's a top striker.
Heung-min Son's the best player at the moment for him. Take him out of the team and they're shite.
I think they'd miss Kane more.
No.
Yeah.
He's the goal scorer, Son is at the minute. He got more pace.
I think Kane's got more goals than him. No, actually Son does. Yeah, but Son, the only reason he's got the goals is because of Kane.
Well, that could be it, but he's
agree to disagree. I've gone for Kane.
If you score goals,
he's got goals. He's got assists. Kane this season. I think he's got the most goal contributions in Europe at the moment. So,
see, all the old spuds are moaning about the tactics.
Yeah, obviously, if it works for them, they're loving it. If it doesn't, they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, moaning about Mourinho's tactics.
So you choose. You're happy with it because you're fifth, or you're not happy with it. Get a new manager in and probably a 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
Who's next? West Brom.
Right. Ajayi.
What a player. I'd have him at Arsenal. Top centre back. Big. Scores goals. And he's their best player by a mile. Scored against Liverpool in the 80th minute to make it 1-1. I think he scored against Man City as well. He's just a big man in the box for corners.
He's a monster.
He is. He's huge. And he's just strong. He's quick. He is a really good centre back. And I think I'm going to put him for my underrated as well. But who did you say you went for the same as well?
I went for the same, yeah.
West Ham. There's a few.
I was going to go for the captain, Noble.
He hasn't played much though.
No, but so I've gone for Declan Rice.
There's 4 players I wanted to choose from. So you got Gerard Bowen, I think is a top player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Mikel Antonio, but he got injured. If he didn't get injured, he would.
Do you know, I'm going to change it.
Go on.
Bowen.
Yeah, who'd you go for before?
Rice.
Bowen,
I couldn't
Bowen
remember
is-
that kid's name.
And then you had
Bowen is the
Antonio,
man I'm going
who
for.
was their top goal scorer, I think still is, but got injured. And then Sojcek.
What's happened to that Lanzini?
Lanzini just doesn't play.
That's he scored equaliser then.
Yeah, Sojcek, big midfielder, massive, kind of reminds me of like a Vieira, and scores a lot of goals.
Who did you go for?
Declan Rice.
Oh, I've swapped mine then to that.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember his name.
It was between, for me, it was between Bowen or Rice.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. So
But West Ham are doing superb this season, and it is because of Rice. And I think he should be their captain.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to Chelsea in January, so yeah, be a big signing for Chelsea, 50 million. Anyway, Wolves. There's only one for me. It was between Raul Jimenez, but again he got injured.
He did, didn't he? When's he back? Do you know?
I don't know. He was at the game the other
Fractured
day.
his skull,
Yeah,
didn't
against us. If he didn't fracture his skull, he would be by far up there.
Yeah.
But you have to look at it. Their best player's gone. Who has stepped up? And for me, it's Pablo Neto.
I quite like that Traore. But
Yeah,
I've gone for Neto.
He's just a bit hit and miss, and he's got pace. He can whip in a ball. He just can't shoot.
Yeah.
No, I've gone for Neto. He scored against Arsenal. Scored a last minute winner against Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's scoring goals, and he's a really tidy player. A bit of a diver.
Who scored against the Spuds?
Saiz, their centre back.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, but I think Pablo Neto whipped in the ball. He did. Neto whipped in the ball. So
There you
got an
go.
assist there. Yeah, so I've gone for Neto. And yeah, that's it.
That's it, innit?
Yeah. Well, Dad, I'm going to ask you one thing. Who has been so far your player of the season?
Player of the season so
Yeah.
far. Ooh.
Now, obviously, you've got to choose from. That's a tough one, isn't it?
Heung-min Son.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I can't stand Tottenham. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate him, but he's on fire. He's a superb striker. He's world class as far as I'm concerned. Heung-min Son for the first half of the season, followed closely by, I'm going to say Grealish.
Yeah.
But I'll go with Son just for the amount of assists and goals he scored.
I got 3. Son, Kane. But for me, at the moment, the way he's carrying his team, I'm going for Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
He's got assists, he's got goals, he is a top player, you've got to admit it now. Last season you could call him a penalty merchant, but this season he's doing it not from the spot, he's getting assist goals. And as much as I hate it, he's becoming a very, very good Premier League player. So I'm going to go for Bruno. I'm not going to agree with you with Son.
That's okay.
Because I think I would have chosen him or Kane, but go for someone different. Yeah, so that's it, guys.
Well, not quite.
Oh, yeah, oh.
Because we'll drop down to the lower leagues, who we normally...
Yeah, we normally
have a
do.
little chat
Premier League
about.
prediction, yeah.
Cheltenham Town.
Yeah.
There's only one, Liam
Yeah.
Sercombe, I
Yeah.
think. He's been by far their best
Obviously,
player.
when Nick was here, he would agree because he said
Yeah.
he could be.
He could play in the next league up easily.
Yeah.
And Bury AFC,
Is this their goal scorer? Greaves.
yeah, Tom Greaves.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, every time you say Bury AFC have won, it's always him that scores.
Yeah, I quite like the Chippendale, but Tom Greaves, 7 games, 14 goals.
Obviously, I've got to look
Some
interested
going,
now because
some
I'm a
going.
member.
Yes.
But yeah, so there you go.
So there you are.
That is it. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment down below, and also subscribe.
Subscribe is what we need. Subscribe.
On Friday, we're going to be doing a roundup, or was it Thursday? Thursday, we're going to be doing a roundup. Friday, we're going to be doing a predictions.
2-week roundup.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Wow,
all over
games.
last weekend, and then we'll just pick the best games from both.
But on
Say
Sunday,
Saturday.
we're going to do the complete opposite.
Yes.
We're going to do the worst player from each club. So what I want from you guys is to comment down below some of who you think the worst player from each club has been. We'll have a look, we'll agree to disagree. Yeah. But we want your guys' input, you know. I want to see who you guys think is the worst player at the club. But I also want to see who you guys think is the best player at the club. So make sure you comment down below who you think.
And who's your best player for Arsenal this season's Catman? Put it in the comment box.
And also, who's your player of the season? I want to see that.
Yeah. Well, it won't be yet, will it? Player of the season.
Player of the season so far.
So far, yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yep.
And we'll see you on Thursday for another video. So, Dad, what should I do?
Please, 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 stay safe.